Anyway, what's up, y'all? Welcome back. And so, yeah, this is my third day in a row of me posting. I'm being consistent. So, yeah. And this is gonna be the next part to what if Issei was Sephiroth's reincarnation. So, I don't want to ramble on any more than that. I said what I wanted to say. Let's get on to the video. Part 4? Okay. After a few days, Issei, on his way home, heard with his enhanced hearing a suspicious noise coming from one of the nearby houses. Deciding it's a way to kill time, Issei decided to investigate. Upon getting closer, he also noticed to smell something familiar. It was the smell of blood. What he saw, however, would scare him if he was a normal person, as this white-haired man with an insane expression on his face, dressed in priest clothing with mutilated dead bodies. How pointless. A voice inside his head remarked, obviously unimpressed. "Excuse me, what are you doing with these corpses?" As the man turned around and said, "Oh goody, another one." As he swung his arm with the knife that was in his hand, as he tried to cut Issei, but that didn't really work. Until Issei grabbed his hand. "I won't ask you again. Who do you think you are? I'm an exorcist. You're a miserable brat. Now hurry up and die, you filthy devil." As the dude tried to swing at Issei, though when he hit, which he definitely did, it felt like as if he punched a concrete wall as he started hissing in pain, as Issei's grip tightened on his arm. You sure you don't look like an exorcist or any type of priest for that matter. You part of some kind of sick, twisted but new religion I'm unheard of, spreading the words of your faith through terror and cruelty?" Issei responded, slowly tightening the grip on the exorcist's arm so that the madman could feel his bones begin to splinter and break. "What makes you say that, you filthy devil?" The exorcist hissed in pain through his clenched teeth. "Man, I thought you were a really shallow person. You call everything that is new to you a devil, even though it isn't one. Oh, and to answer your question, let's just say you're a deprived, demented, murderous, hateful, violent lunatic, and also unforgiving. Also, you have a smile and a laugh, not to mention the way how you speak screams of, well, child molesters, let's just say that. Also, the face doesn't help in that regard." As the exorcist, a bit pissed, he's like, "Why, you brat, I'll kill you, then I'll kill your parents, your siblings, and anyone you ever cared about." As he didn't get the chance to talk anymore as Issei broke his arm, as the exorcist just screamed in pain as Issei grabbed the exorcist's throat and began to squeeze it, strangling him. "Here I was looking to see what caused such a commotion, and you attacked me. For no reason, I might say. And here I'm asking you for a few questions, and you call me a devil. Here I asked you, and you proclaimed yourself a priest. And here I was when I told you why you couldn't be one, and you threatened my family." As Issei, he started getting a little pissed, Now here's where you're gonna die for what you have done. And so Issei, raising him up even further, just effortlessly crushes the exorcist's throat. As freaking Free's body just slams to the ground, as staring in shock of him from the other side of the room was Ozzy. As Ozzy on her part stared in horror as she was seeing what was used to be Freed's murderous, tedious, tendencies, but she never would have imagined Issei having anything to do with him? Issei, she said, rather nervous, trying not to sound terrified. What are you doing here? And, you know, Issei's like, I can ask you the same thing, Azia. Well, Father Free told me to, plant the... Azia was answering nervously, unsure of what to say in the moment, but was relief prevented from answering due to being interrupted for a brief moment by Issei. This is Free, the man who was supposed to be in this room. The same man who killed these people. The man who I just killed. As Azia hesitated a bit, she's like, I think so. Well, what are you doing here? Well, I was walking home when I heard some unusual sounds coming from this direction. When I entered, I saw a man wearing priest clothing and then stabbing the corpses. Then I tried to ask him something and he tries to kill me and calls me a devil. Since he refused to cooperate and continuously attempted to cut me, here as Issei, he started smiling and laughing. Well, I thought I saw it fit to ensure that my continued existence among this land continues. So I guess I decided to slice his throat. Or crush his throat, per se. Issei just saying nonchalant as if the subject didn't bother him in the slightest. As a voice in his head saying, hey, someone's coming. As instinctively pulls out a overly long katana. As the inner voice in Issei's head said, this should be fitting for his hostile intentions. And so, let's just say, Issei sighing before speaking, what's up with these fallen angel chicks wearing revealing clothing? Well, at least she didn't dress up like that slut and Rainer. As the fallen angel kind of got a little pissed at that. She's like, who are you to mock our kind? Just asking. And Issei, he's like, I think I'm Issei Hyoda. Nothing more, nothing less. Who are you? As the fallen angel, she started getting a little pissed even more. She's like, who are you to ask me my name? But since you did show respect, though it was making fun of me, I guess I'll answer it. I'm the fallen angel, Kala Warner. I didn't look it up. That's how it's said. As she responded, showing her wings in response. And she's like, wait, you're Issei Hyoda? How are you alive? Renan was supposed to deal with you. As he says, like, take a guess of how that turned out. She starts getting mad. And she's like, well, I guess I have to deal with you later. She says as she takes a hold of Ozzy and disappearing with her. I wonder what they're gonna do with a gentle heart like Ozzy, Issei thought before it dawned upon them. Oh no, they're probably gonna do something fruity with her. It's like, as the voice in his head is like, playing the hero, aren't we? Yeah. Either get on board or get out the way. Hey, don't mind me. I'm happy to play along. As Issei dissipated the katana he held and walked out of the streets. As he recognized the presence of Konako, but deliberately vanishing as he looked in her direction. Maybe they might come and help me, he thought. Maybe they won't, the voice countered. It's not like you need them anyway. Hey, I might be strong, but I'm not invincible, Issei said. So you think he's gonna go after the group of the fallen angels? Ria's asked. Yeah, Konako said, in her, her usual monotone voice. And so, after a time skip, right, of them just trying to talk it out and everything, and she's like, alright, Konako, you have any idea where he might be? I believe he might be going to the church and search for them. Then that would be a good hiding spot in the devil's territory, Ria said. Alright then, let's go. So we're gonna cut back to Issei. A group of men like the exorcist before greeted Issei as he walked towards the entrance of the church. Well, I don't know, you guys were throwing some kind of welcome party for me. as one of them saying, "We're here, but we were told that a insignificant may try to hinder the ritual." One of them answered, "Thanks for confirming my suspicions." As he just walked dangerously towards them. Blades made out of light. Can they be any more cliche? After all, since you must be excommunicated, I believe you should not be wielding them. We were also told that you were the one who killed our brother Freed. Another one was pissed after saying that. Well, if you missed him so much, why don't I help you join him? Issei said as his blade, ridiculously long blade, materializes in his left hand as he points it towards the rogue exorcist. As for one of the exorcists, this mockery was the final nail in the coffin. "Kill him," one of them yelled out as it was already too late. Issei swung his sword, started landing all kinds of slashes, him parrying, countering everything. And soon, after a short fight, a very short fight, was soon standing amongst a corpse of his recently slain enemies with a blank expression on his face. Well, looks like we got ourselves a feisty one, don't you think, Donetsky? Hey, don't take him lightly, another voice said. Turning to the source, Issei heard a girl talking to him. It's like, whoever it is, he don't look like he'll be that much of a challenge, one of the angels said. And, the fallen angels at least. You're forgetting he's the one who killed Rainer, Donetsky said. And at this point, Issei had just leaped to their location on top of a church and began attacking them. And one of them, named Donetsky, to his credit, was more prepared and jumped back in the air. And while middle was not so lucky, as she jumped back and she got a cut on her visor. As she starts getting a little pissed and she just yells out, "I'll kill you," and starts throwing light spears at Issei, from which he just slashed through him when she threw it. And Issei did the same thing for Donetsky when he threw his light arrows. Issei just looked in between the fallen angels as he decided which one to attack, as when Issei just moved at just speeds they didn't think was possible, just piercing the middle in her throat so that she can't yell, crushing her windpipe in the process. As the other fallen angels, they're looking in horror like, oh my god, like, sheesh. And so then using her to brace his fall, just literally in one motion just decapitates her. And so Issei propelling himself up like a torpedo towards Donetsky as the fallen angel attempted to get away from him, but wasn't able to escape the range of Issei's sword before getting cut in half. So controlling his mass so that he slowed his ascent, Issei fell backwards towards the church and landed on a mini crater before he dusted himself off and walked into the church. So as Issei entered the church, he took note of how dark it was and how devoid of any kind of symbols of faith. And then he looked at this cross-shaped contraption that Azia was linked up to, with a green light being drained from her. Abruptly, the light ended as Azia just kind of died as he gripped onto his sword tightly, as the thing you could tell was that his moods definitely switched. So you did it right to try and save her, didn't you? As the fallen angel Calla Warner stated, as she's just kind of laughing and stuff. But as you can see, our knight in shining armor, you are too late. And so as she trailed off, as a voice inside Issei's head spoke even louder than before, she took something away from you. You take something away from her, he suggested. My dear brother, it doesn't matter. Remove her from all existence. As for the second time in his life, instead of listening to the voice, Issei gave in to it. And I will finally be loved. Calla Warner finished looking up at the ceiling and sensing an unknown presence as she looked in the place where Issei was supposed to be at. And what she saw was just a darkness cloaking him, as it revealed kinda like Sephiroth, like officially Sephiroth is here. And so the figure made eye contact, looking at her, and then he just spoke. You do this because of love? All this because of love? Damn, you're way more shallower than I expected. Doing all this just so that you can be loved? And so that you can be more used to your superiors? What kind of worthless puppet are you? And who are you? You know, she demanded, kinda getting towered over by these figures that she's looking at. As he just simply vanished in front of her, as she realized that she has been pierced. Since it was love that you desired, the most I can give you or take is the pleasure of ensuring that you'll never receive that love. As Issei stated, as he sprouted a wing that was black on his right side, as he threw Calla Warner up using his sword and flew up after her once again and pierced her on her way down. As she crashing into the ground, Calla Warner heard him saying something, the sin heartless witch, as he just rocketed past, slicing her in half while she was still in midair, as Calla Warner's body evaporated the instant that happened. And now the fallen angel dealt with, the figure walked over to where Ozzy was. I'm tempted to leave you dead, but you'll be more used of you being alive. It stated. Just then the Ocular Research Club burst in. Where's Issei? Who are you? Kiba said as his sword was raised at him, as the figure chuckled at him. He's right here, pointing to his chest. As for the other question, I have not told him, so I will refuse to tell you. Be careful, warned Konako. His aura is similar to Issei, but more potent, dark, and evil. What are you doing? Kiba asked, still his sword raised at him. Seemed to take Azia's body on one of the benches. She's dead. What are you going to do with her? The figure seemed to smile, and he just replied, watch. And then he raised his arm as light shined over it, as also the green light shined from where Calla Warner has been killed. First the green light, then settled back into Azia's body, and then the light from the mysterious figure's hand, as the light shone even brighter as Azia's eyes glowed in response. So when the light dimmered down, Kiba, Konako, Akano, and Rias were all shocked to see that she was breathing again. What did you do? You know, Rias asked, just surprised at what just happened. You brought her back from the dead? Yeah, I did. How? Akano asked, Akano and Kiba asked, just both shocked and interested. I am in no kind to tell you anything. Take care of my little brother. If he isn't in good condition for the reunion, there will be consequences. It stated before it wrapped itself up in one wing and disintegrated. The figure that emerged was undeniably Issei, except he had white hair and his skin was slightly paler. Guys, do you think it'd be possible for me to get her? He suggested to Azia sleeping, for what seemed safe, as he finished before collapsing. Rias, what happened? Akano asked. I don't know. Akano, I honestly do not know. And so, yeah, that's why I'm going to end it off right there. Tell me what you guys think. Leave a like, comment down below, subscribe. And so, yeah. And later on, I'll do the next part to what if Naruto had the luck fruit. So stay tuned for that. And so with that being said, I'm out. Peace. Thank you for watching.